Folks, with all this talk of Trump and his indictments and his general disgracefulness, we need to take a step back and appreciate Dark Brandon and his Bidenomics.
I didn't come up with the name. I really didn't. The Economist and the Wall Street Journal did. But I think it's a plan that I'm happy to call Bidenomics. And guess what? Bidenomics is working. When I took office, the pandemic was raging and our economy was reeling. Supply chains were broken, millions of people unemployed, hundreds of thousands of small businesses on the verge of closing after so many had already closed. Today, the U.S. has the highest economic growth rate, leading the world economies since the pandemic, the highest in the world. We created 13.4 million new jobs, more jobs in 2 years than any president has ever made in 4. Folks, it's no accident. That's Bidenomics in action. Bidenomics is about building an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, not the top down. I designed and we signed a bipartisan infrastructure law. It's already announced 35,000 projects across the country. Nearly a century ago, Franklin Roosevelt's Rural Electrification Act brought electricity to millions of Americans in rural America. 70 years ago, Dwight Eisenhower launched the Interstate Highway System, the largest infrastructure project to date in history. That's what the bipartisan infrastructure law does. It will be for our kids and grandkids, only bigger. Just last week, we announced our plan to bring affordable high-speed internet to end the decade of affordable and accessible internet to every home in America, every small business in America. And to no one's surprise, it's bringing along some converts. People strenuously opposed, voting against it. This was going to bankrupt America. Well, there's a guy named Tuberville, a senator from Alabama, who announced that he strongly opposed the legislation. Now he's hailing its passage. Here's what he said, quote, "It's great to see Alabama receive critical funds to boost ongoing broadband efforts." We're replacing every single lead pipe in this country. 400,000 schools, 10 million homes. We're fixing crumbling bridges, upgrading our power grid, renovating our airports and ports. You know, when Roosevelt passed the legislation in the 30s, there was a little provision there that very few presidents paid attention to. It said, buy American. Use 100% American labor and 100% American products. It hardly happened. We get exceptions down to 30%, et cetera. I changed all that. Biden economics means industries of the future are going to grow right here at home. At home. I mean it. Not a joke.